Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. If you're anything like me, you've probably been watching the absolute crazy pace of AI innovation lately and wondering, okay, where is this all actually going? Artificial intelligence is evolving incredibly fast. It's not just a buzzword anymore. So today, we're going to break down the 8 absolutely crucial AI trends projected for 2026. And spoiler alert, it is a fascinating journey. We're literally watching AI move from the digital realm right out into the physical spaces where we live and work.
I really want you to imagine with me for just a second. What will AI actually look like in 2026? Because let's be real, we're moving way beyond isolated software living in a little chat box on your screen. What we'll explore today is how AI is on a journey to become a deeply integrated, totally empathetic, and shared part of our everyday human experience. It's like a giant puzzle finally coming together. So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the new digital workforce. Then, AI enters the physical world. Third, we've got trust and local reasoning. And finally, number 4, the next compute revolution. All right, let's dive right in. Starting off with Section 1, the new digital workforce. And this brings us straight to Trend 1, multi-agent orchestration. Look, 2025 was definitely the year of the single AI agent, right? But as we know, no single agent is perfect at absolutely everything. So by 2026, we are looking at a highly coordinated team. It works like this. You start with a planner agent that breaks a massive goal down into smaller, totally manageable steps. Then your worker agents step in to actually write the code or call APIs. And finally, you've got a critic agent that evaluates the outputs and flags any issues. Basically, by breaking problems down, these agents actually cross-check each other's work under a master orchestrator. It's pretty wild.
Building right on top of that is Trend 2, the digital labor workforce. These autonomous agents can parse complex, multimodal inputs, like text and images, to execute full, start-to-finish workflows, and even integrate with downstream systems. But honestly, the most comforting part of this trend for us humans? This entire digital workforce is guided by human-in-the-loop AI. So, no, we aren't being replaced. We're the ones providing the oversight, making corrections, and setting those strategic guardrails. It's really a force multiplier that extends our human capabilities while keeping us safely and squarely in the driver's seat.
Moving right along to Section 2, AI enters the physical world.
This is where things get really sci-fi. Trend 3 contrasts what we know today with where we're headed. Generative AI versus physical AI. Generative AI creates text, like ABCs, and generates pixels and images in a purely digital space. But physical AI, that operates in our real, 3D world. Instead of humans painstakingly hard-coding rules for every single possible obstacle, these AI models are now training inside massive digital simulations. They basically play around in a virtual sandbox to understand complex physics, like how gravity works, or how to grasp something super delicate without crushing it. By 2026, this training method is exactly what takes humanoid robots out of the research lab and scales them up for commercial production.
And as these agents and physical robots step into our physical space, we get Trend 4, social computing. Think of this as a totally shared AI-human fabric. It's this incredible environment where humans and AI agents seamlessly share context and intent. The result is an empathetic, emergent network of interactions. Basically, a real-world collective intelligence where we can truly understand and collaborate with the technology around us. It's going to feel so much more natural than just typing at a screen.
Which brings us to Section 3, trust and local reasoning.
To actually build and maintain that trust, we have Trend 5, Verifiable AI. Now, mid-2026 is when the EU AI Act becomes fully applicable. You can kind of think of this as the GDPR for artificial intelligence. It means high-risk systems absolutely must become fully auditable and traceable. Companies will need rigorous technical documentation just for compliance. Plus, synthetic text must be clearly labeled, so you'll always know for sure if you're talking to a machine, and data lineage has to prove that copyright opt-outs were completely respected. This is huge because it's going to set the global template for AI safety and transparency.
So while regulations protect society at large, how do we protect our own data at home? Well, that is Trend 7, reasoning at the edge. Today, massive frontier models require massive data centers. We're talking round-trip latency and incredibly high compute power. But looking at 2026, researchers are taking that heavy thinking process and distilling it into much smaller edge models with just a few billion parameters. Because they are so highly optimized, they can run completely offline right on your laptop or your phone. That means literally zero delay, and the best part? Your data never, ever leaves your device. It is an absolute game changer for protecting your personal privacy.
All right, on to our final stop, Section 4, the next compute revolution.
Which leads us to Trend 6, quantum utility everywhere. Now, for the longest time, quantum computing felt like just a lofty kind of theoretical experiment, right? But in 2026, we finally reach a utility scale where quantum computers begin reliably solving real-world problems. And no, they aren't going to replace our current classical infrastructure. They're going to work right alongside it. They're going to deliver practical value in everyday workflows, transforming impossibly complex optimization tasks and massively enhancing simulation and decision-making. It's moving from the whiteboard straight into mainstream business.
And bringing this whole compute revolution together is Trend 8, amorphous hybrid computing. This one is honestly a beautiful, almost artful evolution in tech. Instead of rigid, fixed software structures, we are moving toward a highly fluid computing backbone. It seamlessly blends constantly evolving AI model topologies with highly differentiated cloud infrastructure. Basically, the systems will automatically adapt their shape to best solve whatever specific problem you throw at them.
To support that fluid software, our hardware under the hood is seriously diversifying. As you can see here, we have our standard CPUs, GPUs, and TPUs handling classical cloud computing workloads. But then we add QPUs, quantum processing units, specifically for those complex optimization tasks. We are even seeing neuromorphic chips, which are emerging chips designed to physically emulate the structure of the human brain. In this hybrid setup, a model maps its tasks to whichever chip type is the most efficient for that specific job. And, a bit further down the line, we might even see DNA computing jump into the mix, which is just mind-blowing.
Wow, okay, we have covered so much ground today. From teams of digital workers and physical robots learning gravity in virtual sandboxes, to local reasoning right on your phone and quantum computers hitting the mainstream. Looking at all 8 of these trends, I've got to ask you, which one do you expect to be the biggest deal in 2026? Seriously, how do you see these technologies impacting your own career or just your daily life? I would love to know what you think.
Because as we stand on the edge of this incredible future, the biggest question isn't just what AI will be able to do, but who we will choose to become as we work alongside it. I want to thank you so much for taking this journey with me today. Exploring these profound shifts in our shared human experience is my absolute favorite thing to do, and I'm so grateful to share it with you all. Let's keep exploring together. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and definitely click that little bell icon so you're notified the second a new explainer drops. Stay curious, stay human, and I will see you in the next explainer. Bye for now.